Welcome, Stalkers. This is going to be our first node fight of the day. I'm going to be your commentator. My name is Tooler. My co-commentator is Bam. Say hello, Bam.
How's it going, guys?
Bam's going to be doing analysis on this battle, while I'm going to be doing just overarching comms checks, looking for rule breaks, things like that, as well as just having a good old time. We're just going to be looking at the strategy and tactics on display from both sides. What we're dealing with today is Duty. This is a 10v10 node fight for the radar station. Duty is going to be bringing their top 10 best guys that they got, and versus the Renegades, which is not a player-led faction. It is a game master-led faction. They're not as well equipped as Duty, as we were discussing before the recording. We're working with some RPKs, some AKMs, PS Val, even a double-barreled shotgun I'm seeing.
Hey, don't diss the double-barrel shotgun, all right? That double-barrel shotgun is a literal hand cannon.
Yeah, no, it's a great weapon. I'm excited to see how they utilize their weapons today. We got a few snipers as well, some subsonic rifles in the lineup for the Renegades. Duty already gave a pre-game speech, which I will show now.
Look around you, at all of you today. A brotherhood forged in blood, sweat and tears. Stand ready for service at the blink of an eye. Remember what you're fighting for, and remember those who have lost in vain, and the ones you have been able to avenge, and the ones who lay way in the rest of our cause, and the carnage. You are here today for one purpose: to serve, protect, and outlaw all of those that stand in our way. The glorious Iron Fist, do not forget their war doings. Do not set aside their smug laughs nor their scenes, for we will bring reckoning upon those humanity's last barrier as we are, and we will strike fear, insight, and bloodshed to all those attempt to displace our glorious organizations. Glory to Dog! Slava Dog!
But we got some LMGs, we got some AKMs, we got a high-powered NATO rifle. This is one of the ugliest guns in the game, but it's just the color that I don't really like. We're also dealing with some rad suits, so the Renegades are going to have their work cut out for them. This is great ballistic protection from Duty. Bam, you were also saying that this battlefield is very cluttered and could favor the Renegades.
Yeah, honestly, you take a look at these Duty guys and you see they're just absolutely kitted to the teeth, right? However, it doesn't matter how kitted you are if you don't get to use that kit. Let's say you turn a corner and you get ambushed by that double-barrel shotgun aforementioned, right? It's not going to be good. Granted, they're going to have the high ground and they're going to have quite a bit of visibility over the entire area here right off the rip. There's quite a bit of cover for these Renegades to dip between. However, I see a big issue for these Renegades being these anomalies that have just spurred in. These toxic anomalies are really bad at just absolutely wrecking you, and I don't think the power of 3 Polowski is going to keep them safe this fight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they navigate. It looks like that the northern side of radar is pretty clear of anomalies, so Duty's going to be coming in from that area and having a significant advantage for movement, while the Renegades are going to have to be watching their step. If they misstep even a little bit, it could poison them and put them out of the fight for a short time where they have to heal, take care of themselves. I don't think that they have antitoxin. I'm not entirely sure. But it looks like that they're moving out already. The fight is going to be starting shortly.
Alright, Duty is now moving out. Let's see.
And this is something, again, that we talked about a little bit. Oh, there goes Duty. Duty is probably going to have comm superiority here. I'd imagine that they have radio frequencies set up for command and also teams, which the Renegades might not be that organized, which is going to give Duty a really big advantage here. We got a chipmunk Renegade.
Where are these assholes at?
It would seem the Renegades have gotten a quite an aggressive push on the beginning area of this. It seems like they're going to have to try to fight their way through that gate. That choke point is absolutely not going to be good for Duty. Hopefully they can get up there quick.
The Renegades are taking the high ground. And remember, based off of the rules for node warfare, It is KOS, KOID, so the moment that these groups identify each other, bullets are going to start to fly. So this is going to be very interesting.
Oh, one of them just hit the toxic anomaly.
Yeah, look at that. Right off the bat. Shots are already being fired.
Oh, they've taken a high ground over here on the sniper, G28.
Oh, I see that. They're also shooting grenade launchers at the Renegades. Duty is trying to push into this warehouse, looking for some cover. The Renegades have excellent cover.
I'm gonna tell you what Duty's doing wrong here. You see how clumped up they are? One grenade and it's just absolutely terrible for them. The Renegades are pretty spread out and have different so even if one of them takes a shell, the others near him will be fine.
Looks like Duty is trying to obscure the vision in.
Ooh! One Duty down.
Oh yeah, look at that. Down.
Two Dutyers down. I don't think Duty's gonna take this one.
Let's see if we can pick up some comms.
Oh my god, they just Molotov'd a Dutier.
We've got the move, so I can get up on the hip.
Currently we have two Dutiers, KIA, one Renegade unconscious currently, and he's regaining consciousness as we speak.
This is such a tough position for
Oh my goodness. There's a
Dutier.
third Dutier down.
Fuck.
And one Renegade.
It's such a tough position. They have to push into this gate, like we were saying, the checkpoint. Gives the Renegades ample opportunity.
I'd like to point out a comment from one of our viewers. The drunken Slavs are indeed locked in.
It looks like one of the Renegades has been killed. We also have
Yep.
Sosa. Sosa is our admin.
I see that. Oh no, we got a Slav stuck in a hole. Check it out right here, GMP. Oh, somebody pulled him out. That's unfortunate. They should have let it play.
They should have let it play. That's a work in progress. We're going to be trying to... It looks like Duty recovered very well. They took some initial casualties, but it looks like Duty is going to be regrouping.
Currently, it is 3-2.
We
got a guy here on the front line laid up, man. Absolutely impressive.
The combat chatter from both sides so far has been pretty decent. We've got Guy,
We're in the rafters of the warehouse.
our lovely
Oh.
owner. He's trying to sneak up on Duty. Then we have... This is one of our senior admins, Zabloy. He is a part of the Duty faction. He's got the foul. If he catches...
Duty just traded.
If he catches
Traded
the
a
guy...
KIA for an uncon. Yeah, they traded a KIA for an uncon. Arsenic took one out, I'm pretty sure.
Guy
Just
has
lost another.
Squirrel's pinging. I'm going to ignore that. He's dead.
Yep.
Node fights are one-life events. Once you are dead, you are out. If you return, you will be punished.
It is currently a 4v6.
We have a Duty or bee hopping inside of the warehouse. Zabloy is pushing in deep. He's probably one of the most aggressive PvPers in the community.
However, peek the flank going around Zabloy right now, unbeknownst to him. Oh, and Zabloy has gone down to Wiggle.
Wiggle has just...
Wiggle has ungone.
Wiggle is...
His voice always cracks me up, dude.
Wiggle is not a PvPer by any means, and he's just killed one of the best PvPers in the server with the rad suit. So well done to Wiggle. He is uncons. We'll see if he can recover.
Currently 1 up and running, and that is Rotary King. Let's see if he can pull this win for the Renegades. Duty faction, I must add.
Baltic just killed Memeson.
Oh, let's go, Baltic. Oh, I didn't even see him in there. I thought he was dead. Oh, Arsenic is currently taking for his life.
Let's see if Duty has good
Ooh,
comms.
Rotary King knows they're coming. Oh, wake up, Rotary. It looks like they have it. Yes, and Rotary are both unconscious right now. I do not believe Smudger to realize he didn't finish that kill.
Baltic is still alive. He could clutch this up for the Renegades.
Oh. I believe a possible blue on blue moment here between Taj, Mansoor, and Classical Gamer.
To say,
oh my god, Baltic just took out Smudger with the G28. Let's go.
Let's see if Baltic can finish him off. I was going to say that if these comms aren't up to scratch, there could be some blue on blue, which we saw a little bit of that, but they figured each other out, and now they're looking for Baltic, it seems.
Peep this. It is a 1v3 with the zombies moving in.
Oh, yeah. Going to be interesting. Baltic has zombie support. It appears that somebody has forced the zombies to spawn in. That's not okay. We're going to go ahead and remove that.
Nope. That is a natural spawn. Don't touch them.
No, they forced the zombies to move towards the gunshots. I saw the...
Oh, okay.
Which is not ideal.
Oh. He didn't finish him.
He didn't.
Does that mean Baltic is going to be coming back up?
Duty needs to finish their dinner, dude. They would have won this node fight by now if they finished their kills.
Oh my goodness. There it is.
Wow, what a fight. What a fight. Duty with the win for the first node warfare in Stalker Reforged. That was a great hold from the Renegades. I thought it was going to be more of a clean slate wipe, but Duty took heavy casualties. They lost 7 people. Renegades obviously lost 10. But Duty's on top. They don't know it yet, but they've just won this node for themselves. So well done to Duty. Great fight. Oh, they know it. They know it.
They don't know it.
Yes. Slava Dolg. Yeah, Duty, I was very impressed with Duty's tactics on display. They were using concealment. They were aggressive on those warehouses. They knew that if they could get to those warehouses and secure those, that they'd have a high advantage. I also want to point out that Zabloy did an excellent job with his aggression. His aggression kind of spearheaded the push into the compound that the Renegades were holding to keep them held back. Obviously, Zabloy got killed by Wiggle. That is a crazy thing to say, by the way. You'd never expect a top fragger for the Monolith faction, and now in Duty, to get taken out by a developer who hardly plays the game.
I think the key part of this fight for Duty taking it over was they had that G28 on the outskirts, right, picking off key players in the offense. Without that G28, I think if the M21 was doing counteroffensive with his M21, it would have been a different story. However, as you saw, he got stuck in that hole. I think all around, everybody did great, and for Duty to pull off the win with only 3 members remaining really shows you the grit of the Renegades.
Yeah, I agree. I was surprised the Renegades put up as much of a fight, but we kind of figured that it would be a little bit of a push and pull, and our predictions were not far off. So that concludes our first note fight of tonight. We got 2 more lined up. We have Freedom versus the UKM and Monolith versus Loners, and we will tune in when those fights occur.
All right, what is up, guys? Welcome to fight number 2 of Node Wars. This is gonna be UKM versus Freedom. Now we got UKM preparing for the fight with Tooler, it looks like, at the lead. Pretty decently equipped. Got some fouls, got an SVU, alright. Bunch of suppressed weaponry. Looks like military barrels as well. There's gonna be a heavy fight for Zavoda. Ooh, the PKM, gnarly. Let's go take a look. Oh my goodness, a lad spike. Let's go take a look at Freedom, see what's going on with them. Looks to be the same thing, barrels. I can't quite see the armament. What was that, a FAMAS? Oh my god, where'd they get the MG3 from? RPK. SVU. Suppressed AKs. This is gonna go hard. I don't know where they're going. They're way out. What's going on? One of our kind game masters, please go facilitate them. Thank you. All barrels tough. Yeah, the Millies and Freedom's barrels are kind of tough. I don't know where Freedom's going. Somebody, Wiggle, if you're there, redirect them. They're going completely off course here. I don't quite know what it is, considering they're way completely away from the node. But we're gonna find out, right? Where in the world? That is quite the long flank, is it not? I don't know what their game plan here is. And do we have any GMs in the audience right now that could go redirect them, please? Longer than 30 minutes? I really hope not, because Mono is up next in an hour. There may have been a miscommunication in the actual arena. So as we see now, we have a 3-man team down to the west side of the Sciences, and we also have another 3-man team down to the east side of the Sciences. So we got 6 melee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 6v6, it would seem, today. I could have swore I remember hearing that this fight would be an 8v8. I wonder what's happened. So it looks like 4 of the Freedomers are moving in on the Sciences finally. 2 of them are still way out there, making their way back. It seems they're fighting, it seems like they're currently fighting some mutants. Not really doing anything now that,
They have spotted military. They have ID'd military in the area. He's asking to take a shot. Let's see, is the first kill gonna go to Freedom? Oh! Shots have been fired. One has been downed. One UKM is out of the fight, but he is still breathing.
Now don't forget, you have that 2-man team moving in from the south now. And what seems to be a random loner.
Our resident Shlomo dealer bird.
Ooh, 2 UKM get lit up by Svoboda. Hearing some pretty decent combat pips from Freedom right now. Really liking it. Although the UKM is putting in work with the voice acting here.
Another Ukrainian military soldier seems to be down, but not out.
What is going on over here? I don't know if it's right or not, but a loner may have possibly been interfering with the Freedomers over here.
That may be true. He is not supposed to do that.
Might need to get him out of there so they can continue their fight.
That's what I'm currently doing.
Downed military member seems to have gotten up. He's moving back to heal now. Good move.
So far, not as exciting as a fight as Renegade versus Duty, but I fear it may kick off here pretty soon.
Apparently, UKM still holds a strong position. I don't think they've lost a single one of their men, have they? No, they have not.
I have no idea.
Few military guys have gotten down, but they have not died yet.
Apparently, Freedom
Probably
is
on account
lobbing
of
grenades.
Is that Freedom or is that
Yeah, that was Freedom, I believe. It seems that the UKM has spotted Slate and Photographer off to the south.
Watch your fire! Watch your fire!
This is not looking good for the Freedomers. They were on a massive advantage at the beginning, but now they're just kind of waning. Their attack is stalled.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to attack when they're pretty dug in. It does not help that they were turned around at the beginning. I don't know if that was part of a plan or... Oh,
Ridgeline! Ridgeline!
military guy gets lit up.
one of the Freedomers just got knocked unconscious?
Bobby Kodiak right here, knocked out, bleeding.
Take a look at the Freedomers, see if we can find them. Oh, I see.
The Freedomers are currently they're doing something.
Okay, so it looks like the Freedomers brought out an MG3 and a PKM. I can't wait to see how they intend to utilize those.
Freedom's currently fucking scattered all about. We got two of them right over here, flanking around the north side, northeast side. We got two over here, just retreating back to the bus stop, and we got two over here laying some suppressing fire down. It's gonna be an interesting fight, and then we have some anomalies coming in too. We got some electric balls coming in.
We'll see how this pans out. We'll see how this pans out, Bob.
I don't know about you, Frank, but I think that the UKM has the advantage here.
I think what they really need to do is let those LMGs eat. They really need to set up with the bipods. Oh!
Ooh. One of
The
the
first down.
someone caught a anomaly aggro.
Dead to the anomaly.
Shame on the UCAM for not watching their flank.
Is he dead or is he just unconscious?
He's dead,
He
bro.
just got corpsed.
I will say though, this is very, very Freedom-esque tactics. They're currently employing guerrilla warfare tactics, not fighting UKM in a head-to-head battle. They're just shooting and moving. This is very Freedom-esque, I will say that.
Yeah, it's very Freedom-esque indeed. What the fuck that means.
It's kind of hard to keep track of the Freedomers in the forest, sitting here in GM, so I can only imagine what it's like for UKM.
I think the Freemers have the slight advantage here, but let's see if they can keep that up. They're currently moving through the tree line, using the trees as cover.
Here we go. This is what I like to see right here. This is a supportive base of fire. They're gonna set that PKM up and let it suppress. Hopefully.
These two still over here, waiting for the prime opportunity to strike.
Yeah.
There it is.
Ooh.
You just needed a second.
Another military member down. Does not look good for the military defenders.
We got the PKMer over here, fucking machine gunning, just absolutely laying down fire.
Yeah, it appears that the military detachment here is surrounded on all sides. Numbers are pretty dwindling pretty badly.
Ooh, so they're getting shot.
They're taking fire from all sides right now.
Seems like their only 2 non-Baril equipped members got killed.
Oh no, this is the one I saw with the PKM in the beginning. That's unfortunate.
Oh, another EKM member is down but not out. He is bleeding. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely beautiful teamwork from Freedom.
We're currently
Yeah,
at a
so you can really see divide and conquer at work here.
6.
Let's see if they... Ooh, heavy gunfire from Freedom.
I have to say, the Freedom's tactics here, while really short... Oh no, while I say that... Oh, they lucked out. They did not get the UKM treatment. What I was fixing to say, though, is the Freedom's tactics here is pretty surprisingly good. They decided to split up and set up bases of fire on all sides of the UKM, giving them very little cover to work with. See, what I was thinking was at the beginning, the thing you wanted to do was take sciences so you could actually dig in. There's not really cover much around it, but I'm seeing now that I was wrong about that because the defilades and the tree coverage, they're just having like an absolute terrible time trying to PID these Freedomers that are just constantly running around them.
Not to mention,
yeah,
also
the reflect turn on their barrel suits are providing adequate camouflage.
I'm struggling trying to find them here in GM, honestly.
Oh, there we got one Freedomer pushing down the closest Freedomer.
This is the closest Freedom has gotten to the actual objective so far, so I look forward to see some words exchanged between UK and...
Grenade took out a member of the military. Looks like he was down and bleeding. Very good grenade throw by that Freedomer.
What the fuck? I still don't see any of them.
Oh, that
he is
sniper
not
is
dead.
still there. I don't understand how he's lived.
Alright, went back to my spot.
The sniper using an RPK to land accurate shots.
No way. Is he actually doing that right now?
Yeah, he's using the RPK. That one Freedomer. Oh, there we go.
We have a Freedom flank coming up
member
here.
of the military is dead.
The military outnumbered 2-1. Can they handle this? Let's see.
I need someone with tracers to mark it so I can fucking hit
Will they be able to clean house of every single Freedom member pushing in?
Oh,
Will they cut their losses and retreat, or will they hold their ground and die to the bitter end? You know.
I don't think
Two
the
are realizing
option.
that they're a Freedomer.
I don't think the option of retreat is there anymore, man. They're completely surrounded now. They will die here.
Unless they pull off some crazy.
Oh,
Ooh, that was a good grenade on the Freedomer's part.
Oh, Tuller
got
scored
one.
a kill on a Freedomer. That was a sharp shot by Tuller.
Tuller going for the flank. He knows that there's some people behind the.
Oh, Freedomer's out in the open.
Tuller's down for the
Oh,
count.
Cherry Cop is dead and Tuller is dead.
Just one last remaining member, which I believe is the captain. Oh, he is down.
And he is down. He is not dead yet. Given that there's no further resistance, he's the last man standing. We'll see if he could maybe score some kills.
I have to say I had my money on Svoboda from the beginning. I didn't think UKM would do that great. You gotta think about it, Svoboda. This is their home territory. They have home field advantage here. They often run these areas, so.
Well, you have to remember that the Sciences complex is something of a government facility. I don't think they would have let it go easily. but you know, just goes to show the negligence of their operations here lends to their defeat. Now that the last military member is dead, it seems that freedom is victorious.
I would love to do fireworks, but unfortunately our budget is over.
Let's tally up that kill count.
I'm gonna go ahead and signify the lightning strikes.
Seems as though that the military just was just dog walked. Perhaps an evaluation of their tactics is in order after this.
Very nice. Good job on Freedom for picking up that dub.
Yeah, freedom. Woo!
Now get Tooler back in the commentator spot. My voice hurts.
Hello and welcome back to our third node fight of today. This node fight is going to be between Monolith and Loners / Renegades. Let's go ahead and just get right into it, and then we'll do some battlefield analysis before the fight begins. We got the Monolithians very well equipped. Also, pardon the frame rate because we're being DDoSed, but nothing much we can do about that. But I'm seeing some rad suits, some Tachanka helmets, some LMGs, FALs, and an RPG. So if Monolith utilize all of their tactics and weapons correctly, I can see this being an overwhelming victory for the Monolithians, especially when we come over here and take a look at the Renegades. The Renegades are not as well equipped. They have, some of them don't even have body armor.
Literal farmers.
Yes, literal farmers. So we got farmers versus
Brings
Monolith.
Brings back the neutron bomb versus coughing baby meme.
Oh, we got a fight breaking out between the Renegades. This is not good to see from a team trying to contest a node. Infighting already. They can't help themselves.
Oh goodness!
And it looks like Haley got knocked out there by Squirrel. I'm gonna go ahead and heal them.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, thank you. So now,
goobers.
Let's very quickly do an analysis over this battlefield. So the node for today is going to be the Gorge. This is right outside of Gorky 12, which is the Monolith home base. The terrain is very interesting. So obviously, deep ravines. You've got some partially floating islands in this valley over here that both sides could use to traverse, get behind, and start flanking. You also have a lake over here to the northeast. This lake is a huge physical barrier for groups trying to flank. It's going to put them out of the fight if they do try for quite some time. Even if it's 30 seconds, 30 seconds can make all the difference in a node fight. That is the signal to begin. The node fight is now underway. Both sides are going to be trying to get an advantage over this terrain. We'll see how the Renegades set up. They have a pretty interesting setup. The terrain's a lot flatter compared to the Monolithians, who are going to be able to set up on these ridge lines with LMGs and whatnot. We're going to try and pick up on their comms as much as possible. Let's see if the Monolithians are staying true to their voices.
Brothers, I am pushing to the hill swiftly.
So we've got the Monolithians are already communicating using their
I do not like standing in the open.
iconic voices. And then let's see what the Renegade communications are like. Monolith already seems very organized and prepared for this.
I gotta tell you, if it comes to a battle of range, these guys aren't gonna last very long. These guys being the Renegades. I can see Squirrel out here with his M21 here for payback for what happened last time, him getting stuck in that hole.
Returning fire.
Oh, one of them just got sniped. I gotta hand it to you. It's like I said, if it comes down to range, the Renegades are not gonna stand a chance and look at it.
Right off the bat, Monolith coming in strong.
This is why setting up supportive fields of fire is a really good thing when it comes to combat. Those LMGs are able to suppress and take control of their attention, while the west side element is going to slowly flank around. You see a 3-man team of Monolith. They were pushing forward. It looks like they've stopped, trying to regather their bearings.
Looks like one of the renegades is down already from Helsing. Let's see if we can hear some chatter from Monolithians.
Oh my goodness, the RPGs are scary.
Fire with the rockets.
Let's hear the panic from the renegades. Let's try and check out.
They are panicking quite a bit. Let me tell you. The west side of the battlefield, you can see that now 4-man team moving up on the renegades as that suppressive field of fire is slowly beating them down.
And something that we didn't see too much of in the duty fight due to the battlefield is the communication with renegades. As you can see, Memeson is taking some heavy fire. He's been unconned by the Monolithian hit squad.
I think while that, is that a PKM that's popping off? It sounds like a RPK though. Yeah, it's an RPK. I think while that RPK slowly dwindles them down, that kill squad is going to swoop through and pop up. Not to mention the 2 snipers also poking down the heads inside to peek out.
Monolithians making short work of these renegades. Monolith is trying to fire RPGs into their positions, but they're shooting very low.
I think they're still trying to range it in. I know Mr. Bean has been itching to use that RPG.
The renegades don't have that many people. They've hardly moved from their position.
They have thinned out tremendously. They are 5 people. Excuse me. I think 2 of them are down though. Nope, 4 people. Tends to play this out. I think he's trying to counter snipe the 2-man gun team on top of the roof. It would seem he's doing a very good job at doing so because they have backed off of that roof rather quickly.
Yes, they have. They've come off the roof. It looks like they're going to try and get into the fight now. The Monolithians applying pressure on this this farmhouse that the renegades have hold themselves up. Is injured, another is unconned, while the rest of them seem oblivious. Got 2 snipers in the tree line, just trying to put down as much fire as possible. I think this is going to be a very convincing win by the Monolithians.
Ooh, look close. Monolithians, CQC style. Making short work of those renegades.
Woo. And that's what
Only
Monolith
one
does
renegade
best.
remains.
That's what Monolith does best. They clear those corners, they take ground.
Only 1 renegade left. Let's see if he can pull the win. I don't think any Monolith have fallen in this battle.
You got 2 renegades left. You've got Haley Bobailey with his Mosin.
Oh, I didn't even see him there. Let's see if they're smart enough to remain silent and let them fall back.
Squirrel is looking for better positioning.
Oh, look at Wally. He's reloading that RPG. I wonder what he's gonna do with it.
Hopefully fire it. Hopefully land a nice juicy hit and get a kill. That'd be lovely to see. I'm sure he'd love that on his record. 300-meter RPG shot. And the
Is he going to jam sheet it?
The Monolithians are pressing into the forest.
He's in the area, Brad. Understood. Be careful.
Oh, did they? I don't see Squirrel. Where is he?
How did he live?
Fuck your mom, meal.
Let me fucking rock!
Under threats to have their rock spot, the Monolithians reign victorious over this one.
That was very loud. And we got the fireworks. How nice is that? Lovely.
Very nice.
That is, that was to be expected. Monolithians are triumphantly firing into the air.
Oh yeah.
Now, let's get some post-match commentary. Bam. Obviously, the Monolithians had superior gear, but what did you see from them that gave them the edge?
Honestly, I think even if their opposition had been adequately geared, it would have been a very tough fight because right off the rip, the Monolithians established a field of fire with the machine gun team of 2, as well as a sniper team of 2 on the rock in the center. Those are 2 very key points to holding off the attackers with the long pole arm, and then coming in with the sword and shield on the right hand side, as they did. As you saw, they could quickly sweep up those renegades, and they just made short work of them.
That flanking maneuver from led by Wally and Osama, I believe, just Osama. Osama is one of their veteran preachers, and he led a 4-man team into the flank of the renegades. The renegades totally pinned down by by Wally suppressing fire on top of the roof. We just saw a masterclass in PvP. That was excellent from the Monolithians. Very well done.
Yeah, I don't think it could have been done any better. And to be quite honest, Monolith brought out their heaviest hitters. They've got Helsing, they've got Osama, they've got Yacht out there. Arsenic's pretty decent, you know, big names in the Monolithian community.
And that will conclude our node fight commentary. Now we'll open it up to the community and see what everybody thought about the fight.